Hi, I'm Eddie Bautista from the New York City Environmental Justice Alliance. You have my testimony, so I'm going to try to address some different points that may be overlooked. First, I want to thank Chair Reynoso, Councilmember Levin, and Councilmember Miller for their leadership and support on this issue. I also want to point out and congratulate and commend the commissioner for still being here. I've been doing this for 25 years. I cannot remember a commissioner that stayed to actually hear the public. So thank you, Commissioner, for that.
You can clap for that.
I just want to point out a couple of things. People have pointed this out, and I want folks to understand, Mayors Bloomberg and de Blasio, very different mayors. Commissioners Doherty and Garcia, very different commissioners. Why is it that we have successive leaders defending the same status quo? It's the institutional culture. There is not a ton of permanent capacity the Department of Sanitation has not loved. It's just the way that the institution is set up. I want to point out another institution that needs defending. This city council institutionally approved the solid waste management plan in 2006 with the clear understanding that it was a fair share environmental justice imperative, that the marine transfer stations would open, but there would be some, not all, some relief for the three most impacted communities. The council was generous. It gave the department 2 years to come up with reductions in these transfer stations. It is now 9 years later. You guys have shown remarkable restraint. Even if you have problems with the bill, stand up for this council, this legislative body's institutional integrity. You guys made a deal, make them live up to it. It's just, and it's about the council's respect as well. This is a system that has been broken for decades. So you have to ask other people what boogeymen they're grappling with, but I will tell you that that map alone and some of the commissioner's own inability to answer some data questions in a system and a department that craved data collection under Mayor Bloomberg, they haven't bothered, but they have not collected basic data. If you can't bring data to the party, how can you fix it? So I will tell you guys, this system is broken, and this is a way to start achieving justice in the system.
I would just quickly add to that, the argument about inefficiency that I've seen, the materials I've seen, make the point. It's made by industry who want to hold on to the current system. I'm sure they're going to make it again today. I would love to see an analysis that supports the argument that trucks currently go to efficiently located transfer stations and that they would have to go to inefficiently located ones under 495. I've seen bullet points. I have not seen substantiation.
I just want to say, on these maps, these are given to us by the Business Integrity Commission. So these are not our maps. These are the City of New York's maps.
It's their data. Our maps are their data.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we made the maps, but they gave us the information. So all those dots are the information that was given to us by BIC. So it's just, I knew that it was really bad, but then looking at these maps, it just really showcased to me that we were, it's worse than we thought. It's worse than we thought to have someone from North Bronx come to Southeast Queens to drop off their trash and say that that's efficient in any way.
This is not about spreading injustices. This is about, if you want to talk about marine transfer stations, it's about a smarter system. Each barge will remove 48 tractor-trailer trucks. These barges will be enclosed. They could be carrying diamonds because they will be enclosed. Nobody knows, but because they will be enclosed, they happen to be carrying garbage. I can't imagine how any New Yorker would oppose a system that will remove 6.5 million vehicle miles traveled from the region. So it's not just our communities. And by the way, we will have marine transfer stations and rail transfer stations in our communities. So we're not talking about shifting the burden. We're talking about an equity and a decentralized, smarter system. And we're completely with you on recycling and waste reduction. Nobody has fought harder for that than us. But even the commissioner said, we recycle to the max on residential. We're still 2/3 of the way. We're not even talking about what we're doing, failing recycling on commercial waste, which is where the burden is being felt most acutely in our communities. So we welcome a deeper, smarter system, Councilman, but I would submit to you that the marine transfer stations are key to that.
I would just add that I see the optimism in this administration when it comes to reducing our carbon footprint. Mayor, and actually my colleague right next to me, has an outstanding bill that he advanced in the council about reducing emissions. I don't see that same ambition and that same optimism when it comes to waste reduction. I disagree with the notion that we're somehow capped at how much waste we can produce. I hear there's a vision zero when it comes to zero-rated transportation debts. I think we should set up a new goal of reducing waste to the point of vision zero, and that as well. Other cities have found capacity, they have found a way. New York is a leader. We don't follow, we lead.
Totally agree with you. Absolutely. And Councilman, just so you know, there's a coalition called Transform Don't Trash in New York City. We think you're going to like that plan, and we look forward to working with you on it because we're completely in agreement. We have to, and we will do better as a city. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Chair.